SpotOn's training system prioritizes positive reinforcement. Your dog first learns to respond to the alert tone with praise, play, or treats. The goal for your dog is for them to always associate the tones with turning back to safety in a positive manner. But sometimes that natural drive, like seeing wildlife or a guest arriving to your property, can override their training. That's when the stimulation serves as an insurance policy. The goal is that the dog learns to avoid the stimulation and stay within the boundary that you've set for them. The static stimulation delivers a localized pulse on your dog's neck, similar to the sensation that you might receive if you rubbed your feet across the carpet and then touched a doorknob. The static correction activates skin and muscle receptors, which serves to interrupt your dog's focus so they can process the tones and remember their training and come back into the safe zone. If your dog does leave the boundary, the static correction will only deploy up to 10 seconds. But as soon as your dog turns back into the safe zone, it stops immediately, making the correction clear and fair. Every dog is different. Coat thickness, personality, and tolerance all play a role. Start at level 1 and increase gradually during training. You'll know your dog feels it when you see a slight sign like scratching their neck or shaking their head. When you start training with distractions from your list, you'll likely need to turn the collar up by 2 to 3 levels. My dog Parker, for example, went from feeling level 4 with no distractions to needing level 18 to stop him from crossing the line when faced with his biggest distraction. Remember, training starts in a quiet, controlled environment. But out in the real world, your dog's excitement and drive can be much higher. That's why we recommend increasing the stimulation 2 to 3 levels above what your dog is responding to in training, so the boundary stays clear even in high drive situations. Think of it like when you're talking to a friend. In a quiet restaurant, you can speak softly and they'll hear you. But at a loud concert, you have to raise your voice to get the same message across. It's the same with static stimulation. What works in calm training may not be enough when your dog is excited or distracted. Do training with your distractions list on leash until your dog doesn't want to cross the line. That's when you know your dog's really getting it. With the right stimulation level, you're giving your dog clear, consistent communication, which allows them to stay safely off leash. This is how SpotOn is going to keep your dog safe in the boundaries you set for them.